Hey guys, Jesse Razo here. I'm going to talk with you about how to boost your SEO rankings utilizing structured data. We're having all kinds of technical difficulties today. Couldn't get this to stream into Facebook, so we're only on YouTube today. Our countdown screen took a digger, so hopefully that's not an indicator of what's to come. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this training. First and foremost, let me talk with you about what it is that you're going to see in this training. I'm going to show you how to utilize structured data in order to boost SEO rating. We work so hard to get reviews. We're utilizing third-party applications in order to accomplish this, meaning we'll utilize Google My Business pages, Yelp, other types of review platforms, business pages, or search indexes, and we want to make sure that we're leveraging those reviews to reduce the amount of friction that we have with our sales processes and also help out when we're talking about converting customers online. So if you're a local business owner, a service trade, and or professional out there who leverages reviews in order to grow their business, I'm going to show you how to utilize those reviews and get those to show up on search appearances from your website. That way, when people go out there and they search for your website, your brand, your product, your service, your process, everything like that, you can convert more of those customers because your search appearance is going to look very differently. If you go out there and you look at sites that utilize structured data and reviews, what you'll see is you'll see a search appearance on there that looks absolutely different compared to everybody else. And I'm going to show you this with a free plugin. Of course, we utilize the WordPress framework, Divi theme, and then also I'm going to show you a free plugin to where you can accomplish this. So even if you're not technical, you'll be able to accomplish this with luck and with this training. And my goal is to help you leverage the tools that you have in regards to your web presence, your online assets in order to convert more customers and track your dream customers, more of your dream customers. So let me jump right into the training here and I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. Let me pull up my screen here and we will go ahead and get started. So I'm going to show you this on the actual Razor Sharp Networks website. We'll talk with you about how structured data works and what it looks like. Of course, structured data is what the search engines utilize in order to determine what type of information from your website is relevant and important. And what we can do is from a local marketing standpoint, we can optimize this content on a regular basis. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take you into the WordPress admin area and I'm going to take you to the settings tab of our structured data plugin. And this is a free plugin that you can get. It's Schema and structured data for WordPress or WP. Just go ahead and do a search in the WordPress WordPress plugin finder on WordPress, and then you can find this plugin. But I'm going to show you how to utilize it in order to structure your WordPress site so that you can show up and search a little bit more effectively. If you're utilizing an HTML site or some other type of framework, just leave a comment in the box and I'll steer you in the right direction in regards to similar functionality. But for the sake of this training, we're going to be utilizing WordPress and then also the Schema structured data for WP plugin in order to accomplish that. So first and foremost, you get that installed. If you don't know how to do that, you're going to go to plugins. We'll let that load real quick. On your WordPress site, you'll go to the actual plugins page. As I can see here, everything is running really, really slow. We've had some problems either with network connectivity or something like that. So you'll come to the WordPress plugin. You're going to select Add New. And go ahead and do a search for the plugin. You'll find the plugin right here, the schema markup. Go ahead, and I've already installed this on this site, and we install this for all of our customers because it's a very powerful plugin. But go ahead and install that plugin on your site. You would click through that, follow the installation wizard, and go ahead and get that installed. Now, once you have it installed on your site, you're going to have some settings to come in and configure. So you'll go to the Structured Data tab on the Quick Launch menu on the left-hand side, go into Settings, and then just start filling out these settings. Your general settings are going to be about your company. So you might have an About Us page, an Overview page, or something like that. If you have a contact page, go ahead and enter in your contact page as well. For our website, of course, all the content is on our homepage, so we use that. And then you're going to utilize, go ahead and select use website schema on the home page and structured search boxes as well, and then also utilize breadcrumbs. And then what you're going to want to do finally on the initial settings is make sure that you set your menu to the correct menu that you're utilizing. And if you don't know how to do that, go to Appearance and then Menus, and then you can take a look at what menu you're utilizing. So this is going to give the structured data plugin all the information that they need in order to create the structured data that they're going to provide to the search engines like Google, Yahoo, Bing, and things of this nature, so that you can structure your website information and data correctly so it can be crawled more effectively. Now, in addition to that, we go into the knowledge graph, and we're going to fill out all the information on our company, what type of company it is, if it's an organization or a person, if it's a corporation, an airline. There's a lot of different categories in regards to the organization type. Of course, your organization name, and I'm going to show you how all this pans out in the very end of the training. The actual organization's legal name, which I don't have in there currently, so I'm going to go ahead and add that. The URL, contact type, contact number, URL, I'm going to put in the missing information here. So your contact URLs for support services, contact URLs, all the important or pertinent information for your company, because what this is going to do is it's, again, going to structure the data on the back end of your website, give it the necessary tags, and then make it crawlable from the search engine so it can be crawled more easily. You'll put in your social media profiles there as well. And again, this is just going to link and make everything congruent on the back end. So that's the knowledge graph. But what I wanted to talk with you about today, so those are the primary settings, just kind of the company information, links to your social media, your contact information, all relevant and important information when people are searching for your company. But where this module gets, or this plugin gets really powerful, is in the actual review section. A lot of people spend time on reviews, gathering reviews from third-party applications like Google, My Business. As you can see here, we have Google reviews, Airbnb, Angie's List, Avo, Booking.com. So regardless of what industry you're in, you can utilize structured data and this plugin in order to aggregate your reviews from third-party applications and then present those reviews on your website so that they begin to show up on search appearances. So what this means is that when somebody searches for your company, your brand, and it's coming up on a search appearance, it's going to show up with the structured data associated with it. As you can see there, there's a star rating. This is the structured data on here. The star rating, the reviews, the aggregate reviews for the individual sites and things of that nature. So that's what you want to get to show up when people search for your company, because it's a buying indicator for individuals when they're doing searches. It'll help the sales process if people are doing research on your company, on your local business, and it'll give you an edge over your competition. If you show up in search with structured data that's properly formulated with your name, address, phone number, your support number, your support links, your social media links, and also reviews. Your actual real estate on the search page or on the SERP is going to be larger than your competition, which will give you more visibility. And again, this works across many different applications, regardless if you're using, Facebook, Expedia, Foursquare, any of these applications here, you can get that as an add-on. Okay, so primary right out of the gate, you can actually, there's a couple of different ways that you can integrate your reviews. You can upload reviews via CSV. All right, so if you have a CSV file that you're keeping all your reviews, maybe you're gathering those reviews on your website, but you want to make sure that they're optimized for search and they're properly formatted in regards to structured data. You can also utilize out of the box Google reviews, which is what we encourage all of our customers to use initially. Now, if you're in some third party, if you're not utilizing Google reviews very heavily, maybe you're in an industry that utilizes, maybe you're in the travel industry or you're using Airbnb, or you're in the service industry and use Angie List, maybe you're a local service provider from that standpoint, or Etsy or Expedia or some of these other applications or websites. What you want to do is you want to figure out which ones that you're associated with. I would primarily focus on Google first and foremost, but if you're utilizing any of these third-party applications, you can utilize the add-on in order to aggregate those reviews. Now for Google, all you have to do is select that checkbox, and then what you do is you get a Google API key. So there's a link right there at the bottom of this here, and we'll go ahead and open that in a new link. What this will do is it'll bring you to the console for the Google API. And this is very simple to set up. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to, you're going to want to set up a brand new project. Where did I get my projects at? And then what you're going to do is you're going to select this Places ID. This Places ID, all you have to do is select Enable. And it's going to take you through the process. It's a setup wizard where you can basically create a Places ID. This will give you the ability to integrate your Google reviews based off of your Google My Business page. There's a couple of different things that you need to do from the Places ID. What you'll do is you'll come over to Credentials, and you're going to configure your consent screen for external. Just go through the process, fill this out. It's just going to ask for basic information like your support email, your support links, things of that nature, ways that people can get a hold of you in regards to this application. And what you're going to do is you're going to create an API key. You just take that information, go right over the structured data, you'd paste that into your Google Places API key. And that'll give you access to the Google API. Now, in addition to that, you'll want to go to the Places Finder, type in your address or your company name. And you're actually going to get a Places ID on the Google Maps. You just go ahead and copy that as well. And you're going to come back and you're going to add it to the Places ID. And what this will do, once you have your Places ID, you can fetch that information. And what it'll do is it'll actually pull in your Google My Business reviews. As you can see here, we pulled in the reviews from Google My Business, and now it's being listed on our website, or it's being aggregated on our website. So that's a really quick and easy way in order to utilize the Google API and also your Places ID in addition to your structured data plugin on your WordPress site in order to bring in your reviews. So a couple of different ways. You can import them via CSV, and of course there's some format that you have to follow if you import via CSV. You can also use Google Reviews. If you have a company that utilizes third-party application, what you can do is you can subscribe to the review add-on and you can get access to, as you can see here, 30, 40, maybe even 50 different review sites online that you can aggregate your reviews in there. So this will give you, again, a really easy way in order for you to integrate this. Now, in addition to that, there's some compatibility settings that you can bring in these reviews. We use the business review bundle as well in order to provide some additional structured data. We use Yoast SEO plugin. So we want to make sure that those are all set up for us. Now, at the end, once you get the plugin configured and you get it set up, you get all the relevant information for your company in there, your name, address, phone number, or NAP, which is incredibly important. You want to get and aggregate your reviews with your Google My Business page and or other third-party application. You get them on your site. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come over to, let's close out some of these windows. You're going to come over to the search appearance rich result text page. So I will provide a link to this in the description of the video, but what you're going to do is you're going to enter your domain into this rich text results tool that Google provides. And what that'll do is that'll give you a readout of how your website is showing up online or how the search engines are actually seeing your website. So as you can see here, we got a check there. What you want to see is this right here, local business. As you can see here, it's got the name of the business, what type of business it is, the aggregate results on here. As you can see, we've got our review results here. We've got our contact information, our logo information, where we're located, price range, things of that nature. So as you can see here, we can come through here and look at all the information that we put in there, our social media links and addresses, things of that nature, image locations. So we can look at all the rich snippet information that we've just created, our aggregate review results, description, all this information. So this is what the search engines actually see when they crawl the site. So once we test good with that rich snippet tool, this is what the page looks like. And again, what I'll do is I will utilize this tool in order to, and I'll include a link of this tool in the description of this email, along with links to the actual plugin that we utilize in order to create these rich snippets on the website to aggregate those reviews. Because again, reviews are incredibly important when we're talking about reducing the amount of friction during the buying process, what that looks like, and how it impacts people from a psychological standpoint in your local market. So once we get a good test in regards to our rich result test, what we're going to do is we want to re-index this site. So we've updated the page information. We've updated structured data on the actual website sites. We're optimizing the reviews on the site itself. What we're going to do is we're going to come to Google Search Console, and we are going to take the domain of the site that we just optimized for reviews. Go ahead and put that, whoops. I'm in the wrong property here. Let's go to a different property. We're going to go to our property in Google Search Console. And what this will do is this is actually going to re-index our website, or it's going to put it in queue to get re-indexed. It'll give us all the information in there in regards to the site health and everything like that, but that'll actually queue Google. We can do that both in Google, Yahoo, Bing, Yandex, and some of those other search or SERP indexes, so that we can speed up the process of getting them to crawl the website now that we've got all the relevant structured data in front of it. So just in a nutshell, and to recap, this will give you the ability to utilize that free plugin on your WordPress site, the structured data for WP or WordPress, in order to optimize your website to utilize reviews so that they show up in search appearances. So that's all I've got for you today. That's another one of those local marketing hacks for you. Again, I hope that you got some value out of that. If you did, go ahead and leave us some feedback. We're only on YouTube today because we got, had a bunch of technical issues in regards to what we were up to. But we got that information out. And again, we wanted to make sure that you understood how to leverage reviews so that you could go out there and reduce the amount of friction when people are searching for your product and or service, and making sure that you have all the tools that you need to win the environmental game of business. So again, that's all we have for you today. Look for links in the description of this video. I'm going to provide some to both those plugins, and then also to some relevant information in regards to how you can get support in order to market your local business. So if you're looking for done with you and our white glove done for you services, there's going to be some additional information in the description of this video so that you can get all that information to you as quickly as we possibly can. So it's Friday. Hopefully you have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you Monday for a Monday kickoff call, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And you can catch the replay on our Facebook and YouTube channels. Facebook group, Local Marketing Hacks, YouTube channel at Razor Sharp Networks. Remember to engage, ask questions if you have them, and above all else, make today and every day a fantastic day. We'll talk with you real soon.